this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again with our folio that we're making from our pre-made bits and pieces that we've got. If you saw my recent video, you know, I haven't really kind of done a folio before where I've used existing things, you know, that I've actually already got in my stash, until I'd done my recent Victorian kind of inspired folio. So I wanted to come along and do one with you guys to kind of just give you a little bit of, you know, I guess a picture of how I did that. So in the previous video, if you saw, we picked out, you know, just a whole bunch of things. I mean, obviously I've got a lot of ephemera because, you know, of course I'm doing a video every day making a bunch. So I've pulled in a whole selection of kind of blue themed things that I'm going to try and work together into this folio and, you know, use in this folio. So I'm just picking out some bits and pieces that are sort of possibilities for my next page, if you see what I mean. So I'll just put those to one side. Right, so if you joined me last time, we have done these two pieces so far. And obviously we've got the rest of the folio completely, you know, undecorated and bare so far. Gone obviously for a blue theme, in case you hadn't noticed, you know. Yeah, so we've gone for a blue theme, and basically I want to tie in this section here now with obviously those other two kind of layouts that we did, you know, in the previous video. So I've just selected out a few of the pieces from those ready-made bits of ephemera to see what I think might look best. So this is obviously a fold down flap, and again, what I said last time, I don't want to put anything too heavy on here because of course, you know, this is just an envelope, so I don't want to kind of stress it by putting too much, you know, too much heavy kind of stuff on there. So it might be that I will just actually you know, kind of maybe, I don't know, fill it in with a bit of newspaper and things so as it ties in with this what's over the page. In fact, let's do that now. And then, you know, that's one less thing to do in a minute. So let's just grab my glue, which for some reason is on the floor. So just going to glue down this piece of newspaper here. And this is some actual vintage newspaper. And yeah, I've been obviously using this throughout the folio so far. So we're going to have the cohesiveness going through the, you know, from the newspaper that we're using and things, and, you know, the papers and the colours generally. So let's just glue that down like that. Okie dokie. Oops, getting a lot of excess glue coming out, which is always annoying, but there we go. Right, now obviously it's overhanging here, so I'm going to have to just trim that up on this edge. I won't be on camera for doing that, I'm afraid, because of course I've gone out of frame. The folio is so big, you know, it's really hard to stay in frame, and especially with the kind of flap downs and what have you. I might have to even do this after the video because, yeah, I can't really get the right angle to be able to trim that off. So let's hope I don't forget to do that. I mean, if I do, it's not really the end of the world, because actually you could just even fold that over. It's fine. And to be honest, once it's folded over, it would probably just gradually, there we go, kind of start tearing off anyway. You know, there we go. Ah, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, I was just struggling to get the right angle to be able to cut that. And the problem is it's always a bit of a risk to think, oh, well, I'll come back to that. Because obviously by the time I've done the video, I will probably forget to come back to it, and it will just stay like that forevermore. Right, okay, so we've got that one. And I'm not going to decorate on top of that yet. Let's decide what we're having underneath before we do that. So under here, bringing in again those bits that I just picked out just now. So what have we got? We've got this beautiful little pocket here. So like I say, I mean, I want it to ideally kind of flow in with what else we've got here. This one does flow in actually quite nicely, to be honest. Just going to check though whether we've got anything that would flow better. Got this. Oh, I haven't actually stuck that down or stitched that, so that still needs finishing off. That's quite nice. Oh, this is going to be one of them tough decisions where actually several of the things are going to look quite nice here, and it's going to be hard to narrow it down. This one is is it one of those? Yeah, one of those that, oh no, it's not one of those. Sorry, it's not one of those. It is just a pocket. I couldn't remember whether it was one of those that fold out. So that's fine actually, because what was putting me off was obviously using this and then not being able to actually unfold it because there wouldn't be enough room. But yeah, I would be able to, so that's fine. Although I do quite like this one as well. So, oh, do you know, I'm going to go for this one. Right, let's again get my inker, just because I feel it could do with a little bit more ink perhaps. So yeah, we'll just do a bit more ink there. Okay, now obviously on this side I haven't really got anything much blue going on, so I want to just kind of tie it in by just putting something else, something blue, or you know, something that's going to tie it into obviously the rest of what's going on. Got this like title piece from the newspaper. Let's just see. Okay. So these are some ready-made like policy envelopes, which I bought these recently. I think it was from Amazon. It could have been from eBay, I have to say, but I think it was from Amazon. Yeah, I just bought them really, you know, because I love the buff coloured envelopes, and I thought, well, actually, I'd quite like to have some that are just ready-made. They're different sizes and things, so I bought a couple in different sizes, you know, and I thought, well, they're going to just be quite handy to have on, you know, on hand to use. So I really, really love how they look. I know that, you know, buff colour kind of isn't necessarily everyone's cup of tea, but I just always have a bit of a soft spot for it. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's one of my favourite looks, is the kind of just natural envelope colour. Like I say, who knows why that is, but I just always really like it. It just, for me, it just always looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? Right, just having a sip of my tea. Okay. So, wondering whether I need anything else here. What else have I got? Is the question. Got some of this. Hoping that somebody's going to grab the door for me downstairs. We're still kind of in the summer holidays, so, you know, luckily people are at home at the moment, so they can easily grab the door for me. Right. I mean, the only thing is, obviously, trying to decorate these up when they've already got this thing on, you know, is not probably that easy. But, you know, I don't mind, to be honest. It's all good fun. Let me just check whether I prefer it with the blue, maybe. Don't know, I think maybe the blue is better. So let's get this one stuck down. Oh, actually, let's have this. Okay. So that's a bit nicer, isn't it? A bit nicer message. Don't know really what the other one was referring to, whether it was something to do with horse racing, I'm not sure, but saying a black day for somebody. So yeah, nobody really wants to be reading that, do they? This is slightly more cheery. Collect silver trophies. Again, I'm assuming it's a horse. Okay, right. And yeah, just going to kind of keep that thumb hole, so oops. Excuse if my head is kind of in the way here. Right, I might have to just cut this down slightly on this side. Okay. Hopefully that was the postman. I'd run out of, you know, like all of our essentials, you know. I mean, I wear makeup, obviously, and yeah, I'd run out of literally everything. You name it, I'd run out of it. And actually, I'm filming this while we're self-isolating, so, you know, probably this is going to be weeks and weeks ago. Well, hopefully this will be weeks and weeks ago by the time that it goes up. So, yeah, I couldn't go out and get any, you know, any of my makeup stuff. And, you know, if you're kind of used to wearing makeup every day, you just feel really weird and really naked without it. So, you know, even when it's just me and the kids, I didn't want to be just at home with without my makeup on. Don't even want the kids seeing me without it. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I am joking, but, you know, equally, I didn't want to be without it. So, yeah, I had to do a bit of an order, you know, just to get some foundation and some powder and, yeah, some eyeliner and things. So, like I say, I'd run out of everything. So, hopefully that was what's just arrived. And then I can feel a bit more human tomorrow, so. Or maybe even later today. Right, just having a quick sip of my tea again. Let me see whether I've got any other blue bows. Yeah, there's definitely a lack of blue bows, which I hadn't really noticed until just now. So apologies if you like blue a lot. There definitely is a lack of the blue in the bows, in the neutral bows anyway. I don't know about the brights, but I don't know that I want the brights on here because it feels a little bit like, I mean, there are quite a few bright pieces on here, but I'm not sure. Not sure I actually want the bright bows. Right, let's have a look and see. I could have a little label here. You know, I'm just kind of trying to pick up the blue slightly. So, you know, with maybe kind of one or two little elements. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Right, let's just ink this up. So this is just from my umbrellas, you know, kit. And we've just got some of these little labels which say the word parapluie or something. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure that that's either umbrella or parasol in French. Pretty sure I haven't pronounced it right, so apologies to anyone who maybe is either French or speaks French. Sorry for my rubbish pronunciation there. But yeah, I just wanted to pick up something else blue, and I think that maybe looks quite good on there. So let me just check I don't want it that side. Don't want it kind of like looking really centered, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to cut it off here. I mean, I always love to have kind of labels and tickets and things kind of off to the side. So yeah, I think that looks quite nice like that. Okay, yeah, looking good. So let's just glue this one down. Okay, just there like that. Okay, and just press that down with the dry wipe. Just going to have another sip of my tea while I'm dabbing that down. Okay, right. Oh, it's so hot up here. I'm so hot. I do apologise if you can hear traffic noise. I have had to open the Velux window because, oh, it's just so warm. Okay, so I have to have this pocket slightly higher because I've got this lace down here. And obviously if I have it too low, it's just going to get very bent up really every time I kind of fold the flap up. So yeah, that's going to have to go higher. I don't mind that, it's fine. So I've got a pocket at the top, and what I'm going to do is glue it on 3 sides, so there would be another pocket there in the side as well. So just gluing across there like that. Okay, and then we can pop that down about there. Oops, slightly higher, just so as I've got that room for that lace, you see. Okie dokie, right, squish that down. Yes, we are coming to the end of our isolation, thankfully. So I hope that nothing else happens and we don't have to suddenly isolate again. But yeah. Okay. There we go. Right, so we've got quite a few pockets going on, you know, just with these, because we've got a pocket here, we've got this pocket here, we've got here, 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 and here. So, you know, tons and tons of pockets just on that front section. Don't know still whether I want something else here. I'm feeling it's a little bit plain. Sorry, I just had to quickly finish my tea. I'm feeling it's a little bit plain. I'm not quite sure what, you know, what is needed. Feels plain, but not sure. Let's just tear this down. Not sure what it's lacking, if you see what I mean. So maybe it needs something like that, just on that flap. Okay, and yeah, let's just tear that down. Okay. Yeah, loving how that looks. Just ink that up a bit. I mean, as I say, I will probably ink all of this kind of, you know, after it's all stuck down. I'll see how it looks. I mean, it might be that it doesn't really need inking. You know, it's just really if it needs something to make it come together a little bit more. You know, or if it's not looking very vintage. I mean, so far I feel like it is looking nice and vintage, but hey, stranger things have happened, so. Right, loving how that looks so far. And then we've got this side here for journaling. So it's just here really. I just need to decide whether I want to have anything on here. Again, let me just see whether I've got anything that's, you know, that's blue, that's not kind of going to bulk it out too much, that I could just pop on. So we could have that there. Let's just ink this up. Okay, so this is one of my little Paris labels, and yeah, I think this would go just nicely over there. And then do we want to have some more of that blue lace? Because we've been using lots of this blue coffee dyed lace here. So I'm just wondering if we want to edge this one like we have with the flap on the other side. So again, I'm just going to cut that down. Oops. And then I'm just going to tear that through the middle. Okay, right, let's just hold that there for a minute and okie dokie, whoops. Oh my goodness, come on. Just see whether we want that there. I mean, again, we could have some other lace here. I did try that ivory, didn't I, on the other one, and I wasn't really convinced, but what do we think? Wondering if I could have like a blue butterfly or something here that would then tie in all those blues. Let's just have a look. Oh my goodness, it's getting hotter by the minute up here. Hotter by the minute, honestly. I don't know what the temperature actually is today. I think on the news it said 31. It's like crazy temperature, you know, crazy temperature. And obviously I'm up in the loft, so it gets very, very, very hot up here. And actually somebody, you know, I had a lovely kind lady who said to me, get a loft vent, I think she said it was called, or an attic vent it might have been. And yeah, that was awesome, thank you. I have been kind of looking. I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm not quite sure, and I am on, you know, self-isolating at the moment, so I can't, unfortunately, go and kind of see what they really look like. I mean, I could just order one. Don't know about you guys. I do like to kind of just go into the shop and kind of see what things look like a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure even what shop these days would actually have one on display. It's coming to that weird point, isn't it, where actually so few shops even have things there, you know, for us to even be able to see. So, right, let's just quickly ink this one. Thinking maybe another bit of paper would be quite good on here. So again, let me just see what I've got. That hopefully is going to still be plain enough to not kind of dominate the whole page, but still add something. So got these. So these are, yeah, they are blue tinged, to be honest. So let me just take one of these. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that 31 degrees was in London. Obviously, I'm not in London. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be pretty hot here too. And in our garden, I mean, I know I've talked about our garden before. Our garden's not particularly big, so, you know, and we're just slightly inland. We're about, I don't know, 8 to 10 miles off the, you know, away from the coastline. And yeah, it is such a sun trap out there. I mean, it gets really, really, really hot. And I mean, I laugh. I always refer to it as our Mediterranean garden because it feels like you're in the Mediterranean, to be honest, all the time. You know, you only need a little bit of sun and it's super, super, super hot out there, which is amazing. Most of the time, that's amazing until it's hot. And then, of course, when it's, say, you know, 25 or 27 everywhere else, it's more like about, I don't know. I was going to say 35. That's probably an exaggeration. But having said that, it's mega, mega hot out there. So then you can't actually bear being out there. And of course, because we're isolating at the moment, self-isolating, it's not like we can go down the beach or anything. Ordinarily, as soon as the weather's nice, we'd probably be straight down the beach and, you know, loving it. But yeah, because we're kind of now self-isolating, we can't be down the beach. And so we're kind of avoiding going in the garden because it's just too hot. Nobody can bear actually being out there. So we're actually just kind of just hiding from the sun generally. I'm sure we're not the only ones. I'm sure lots of us are actually in the same, you know, that same kind of thing where we all just are hiding from the sun. But I mean, it's ironic, isn't it? Because we spend the whole time wanting the summer and then it finally gets here and, you know, then we're all hiding. But I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's hiding, but yeah, just me maybe. Right, I'm thinking maybe like that, actually. So let's just ink this up a bit. So this is just another bit of that sort of painted decorative background paper that I made. And I'm just going to glue that on. Okay. I mean, again, all I'm really trying to do is get just a touch of the blue going on here and, you know, some of the other colours, really. So just pop that down on there like that. Okay, and get my glue spreader. Okay, right, looking good. Okay, right, let me just mop up any excess glue that's coming out. So this is really great because I've now got quite a few layers actually going on this edge, which obviously is all going to help to strengthen, you know, what was effectively just, sorry, I'm still faffing about on this edge, you know, what is effectively just envelope thickness. So, you know, it's quite good to have managed to get some bits stuck down on here because I feel like it's just going to, you know, be a bit of a strengthener really for that, which is, you know, going to be a pocket after all. So, right, okay, looking good. And then, yeah, we're going to have this maybe even there. Now, still can't decide, do we want to have some lace down that edge? Or, I mean, we could have the lace going across the top or the bottom. So, yeah, just before I commit, let's just check whether we might prefer the lace down the bottom or even across the top. I think I quite like it at the bottom, actually. So I'm just going to ink this up a bit, you know, just because it looks quite bright in comparison. So, yeah, let's just quickly ink that up. Okay. Right, and I'm going to just use the Fabri-Tac to glue this down. Oops, sorry. Oh, now something's stuck on the Fabri-Tac end. Okay, right. Okay. So just pop that on down like that. Okay, looking good. Really liking how it's coming together so far. And I'm just going to cut that there on that edge. Okay, yeah, love how that looks. And then I'm just going to have this here. Now I'm just thinking, do I want to move that down or could I just fill in that space with a bit more lace and then I could still have it further, you know, higher up again. Let me see. Let's just see. Oh, I think I'm going to have it like that. So yeah, we're just kind of bodging up really and bodging up and filling in the space there. Okay, so that looks good. Let's just bring that like that. And then we're going to just glue this down like a pocket. Again, use the Fabri-Tac because it's going to go over the, you know, the lace itself. So, yep, like that. And we will just press that down. Okay. Right, loving how that looks. And then obviously this dark sort of butterfly, I mean, it just ties the two kind of halves in really nicely together, doesn't it? So let's just pop that one down like that. Okay, and then I might even have a little bit of bling on there actually, just through the center of that butterfly. Yeah, I think that would look good. Let me just get another piece because I don't want four little rows. You know, I think 3 is plenty. Plenty. Don't want to overdo it. You know, heaven forbid that we would overdo the bling. Oh, as if we're going to overdo the bling. Or more, the point is, we may well overdo it, as if I'm going to be horrified. That's more, isn't it? You know, as if that's going to worry me, overdoing the bling. Right, let's just pop that down. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Loving how that looks. That's so pretty. Yeah, I really love it. Just wondering whether I could have like a closure. Ooh, whether I could have a closure here. Yeah, I'm wondering whether I could have one of those little closures because I love using those, to be honest. So let me just get my little box of tiny tags. Oh, I'm running out. I need to do some more. Definitely need to punch some more of these. They're not from a punch. These are from a oh, what do you call it? You know, the die cut, the Big Shot. That's the word. The Big Shot machine. They're from that. So yeah, I could do with doing some more. Let's just see. Right, no. Oh, I did have a coffee dyed one there. It's just hiding. Just thought the coffee dyed would look really nice. So yeah, I'm wondering if we could have it like that. Just see. Oh, it looks a bit rubbish from that side now. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a bit of a shame. Let's just try it there. We could have it up there, I suppose. Now the question is, if I have it up there, is it really going to hold it, you know, well enough? I mean, it would be better over there. I just didn't really like how that looked, you know, on here. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Because, you know, then I've got like all these circles going on. It's just too many circles going on there. Right, let's put a brad through this. Okay. That's our starting point. So let me just see if I've got some of my favourite brads, which actually I need to go and stock up on those as well. So yeah, roll on us being able to go out again. So I think I've only got like a few left. Well, actually, I was going to say I think I've only got 3 left, but I've suddenly thought actually I have got, not a secret stash, but I've got like a little stash that I keep in my, you know, go into my mum's bag. Go into my mum's bag. Because when I go to my mum's, you know, if I'm going there for like the day, I mean, she only lives down the road, you know, like she lives near the beach. So that 8 to 10 miles away, she lives there. But yeah, if I go there for, you know, what I would deem the day, I just take my crafting things with me. So, you know, if I get there, say 11 and I'm going to stay till like, say, I don't know, 2:30, you know, so I've gone like during the school day, I go there kind of every couple of weeks, and I would do like, say, a video before I go, get there for about 11 and then, you know, spend the day there kind of thing, seeing my parents. But yeah, on those days, I take my craft bag with me. And when I say bag, I mean, oh my gosh, it's getting bigger and bigger. And so now I'm even traveling with 2 bags. So, yep, my mum now laughs, you know, she's like, oh, here she comes, the bag lady, you know, when I get there with all my stuff. And, yeah, kind of then craft for the day. Because, you know, although I'm there catching up with my mum and dad, you know, I don't want to be obviously missing out on crafting, you know. Right, okay, I'm going to now keep that there, pop my hot glue on like that. Oops, she says. Let's just actually poke my hot glue stick down. Okay. And then, yeah, like that. Okay, right, let's move that. Place that down. Okay, yeah. So that then tucks in like that, holding that closed. So yeah, I think that works fine. So that's our first, you know, like a trifold layout, if you like. So obviously in the previous video, we'd done this, you know, this section, and now we've just filled in and kind of married up this section now so that it ties in, you know, really nicely together with the other kind of pages. So we've made a really, really nice start, I think, to this. And yeah, I will continue on with this. I don't know whether I'll necessarily continue on camera or whether I would do some in slow time. But yeah, I mean, I'm intending on doing the whole thing kind of bluish, but you know, for me, I find once I then go over the page, it's an opportunity to do something slightly different. So if I wanted to do, say, you know, more blue with pink, this is my opportunity, if you see what I mean. So yeah, we may veer off slightly, but you know, predominantly I'm thinking staying with the blue. So yeah, I hope that you like how we're getting on so far, and that you like what we've done so far, and I will see you guys back in hopefully, you know, tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, everyone. Thanks then. Bye.